Hey everybody, and welcome back to Nancy Drew, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. It's been a little while since I've recorded part 1 of this Let's Play, so I don't even remember where we're facing or how things... Okay, this is our room, right? I think this is our room. Okay, yes, this is it. I distinctly remember the tripod and our bed, which looks really cool, and all this astronomy stuff, which I'm sure is going to be super important. And I think this was Jane's room? I think. Is this Jane's room? Yes! Hey, Jane!
Hi, Nancy.
I should get going.
Come back soon.
I still think Jane's head looks really, really big, like proportionally speaking, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. Alright, so we had this gargoyle thing.
I need something else for this.
We need something else for that. And... anything else over here? Oh, that's the room of gloom. The room of gloom. How about that?
This must be Mrs. Drake's room.
Oh, well, we definitely did not see this. Otherwise, Nancy would have said it before.
Guess she's not in her room.
Does that mean we can go snoop?
Guess she's not in her room.
Oh man, I want to go in there. Whoa. What is this? Oh!
Oh, it's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
Polly, want a cracker?
Almost, I guess.
Not Polly! Lulu! 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 Lulu!
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Lulu!
Lulu! Lulu! Lulu! Lulu!
Why can't we ask this question?
Do you by any chance know Latin?
Quiste rogavit, bene vidi vici, semper ubi sub ubi, morituri...
Oh, not you too!
I'll take that as a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
Fire away!
I thought we were done with Semper Ubi Sububi. Alright. Okay, I remember that this and this, I think, were on the astronomy thingies in our room. I remember those two things that had the... Oh wait, no, both... Are both of them in there? I'm looking at my pictures. Okay, I see two of them. I see Vernum and Solstitium. So let's ask about these.
Equinoctium vernum.
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is bruma, the winter solstice. Equinoctium vernum is a spring equinox. Equinoctium autumnalis is a fall equinox. Day equals night. Lulu's always right.
Alright.
Bye, bird.
Don't leave me. I love you.
Alright, so that's Lulu, who is a little
You're
bit...
gonna need a bigger boat.
little bit of a pain to listen to, I gotta admit. What does this say? Bis vivat qui bent vivat.
I need the key.
Polly
Aww.
is a stupid bird. Polly is a stupid bird. Who's the pretty bird in the mirror? Polly is a stupid bird. Polly is a stupid bird.
Polly is a stupid bird? Is that what you were saying?
Hello.
Bye, bird.
Don't leave me. I love you.
Okay, let's cover that thing back up and leave Lulu in there. Okay, so we haven't really looked down here yet. What have we got down here? We've got this... We've got a bunch of columns. I think we saw a little bit of this last time, but we didn't look around. We got the columns Omnia Vincent Amor, so something about love, I guess. And this seems to be Cupid or something. And then we've got these doors. I'm going to go around the edges of the room and systematically go through all this stuff just to see what's over here. That looks interesting, but I want to be systematic. Oh, we ended up here. Okay, so that's connected. In recognition of Bridget Penvelin, sponsor of the Essex Cricket Club, 1751, is that what that says? So this trophy was from 1751? Wow. I didn't know they had trophies back then.
Wonder what happened in there.
Please stay out of the kitchen until the fire damage is repaired. Fire damage? Okay, so I guess we really cannot go in there. Interesting. What is this? Can we look at that? Okay, why can we look at this? This seems to be a dead end, but for some reason we can look at that. Alright, I'm sure the answer will become clear. Ooh. In hoc signo prosperitas victim invidio silente cito fitqua Dei volunt timendi causa est nescire. I probably butchered that. Ut cementum ficeris ita metus. Alright. So I'm noticing that these are all different, and I almost thought this was the same, these two over here, but this one has like a drop on it. So maybe, I'm wondering if maybe this is a comet, you know, because it's made out of ice, and maybe that's supposed to represent water or something, and this is an actual meteor which is on fire. I mean, I don't know. I'm just making that up. I have no idea. Oh, we got more of these things. Minima maxima sunt. And there's a rainbow with a moon and sun. And age pro veribus stuff. Okay. So what's in this room? Oh, is this the conservatory? Alright, we heard about the conservatory, I think. From Mrs. Drake, was it? I think it was Mrs. Drake. Ooh, we can hear her footsteps. I like that. Alright, let's see what's down here. This music is very unsettling. Ooh. There she is.
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Don't worry, Mrs. Drake. Nancy is not a typical teenager.
Is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvillans have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have two other house guests. A Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillan family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Don't worry, Mrs. Drake. Nancy won't mollycoddle anybody either.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently, or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
I'm not really buying that.
Is that what you believe?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell, and that in her stead, I must look after matters. Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. Two rules Jane seems incapable of following.
Ooh.
And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
Okay.
The picture book in Jane's room. Do you know much about its history?
My brother Alan found it somewhere in the house. He was quite fascinated by it, but he'd never let me look at it.
I'm assuming that's referring to the monster book. Like I said, it's been a little while since I played this.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Well, we have had some experience with unusual dogs in the past.
What was your brother Alan like?
He was quite remarkable. He taught linguistics and computer science and won many prestigious awards. He loved games, especially pranks, and was forever tinkering with this and that. I do miss him sometimes, but now he's gone. He died a month after my husband passed away, and ever since I've been here all alone. Until Hugh came back from the United States, that is.
You know what that means. We're probably going to be subjected to a bunch of puzzles that this guy left.
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
So that's how she knows so many words.
Goodbye.
The pleasure is all mine, child.
Alright. What do we got here?
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
This looks like a puzzle where we're supposed to arrange all this in there, right?
Do you have allergies, Mrs. Drake?
Oh, yes. Hay fever. Although I'm not at all sure what's worse. My allergies or that medication. It makes me feel as if I'm about to float right out of my shoes.
That sounds interesting.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
Can we talk to her about messing with the plants?
Yes.
I guess not.
Goodbye.
Run along.
Man, I wanted to do that as a puzzle. That looked like fun.
Who's hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
Who's she talking to? The plants?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Run along.
Alright, so that's Mary Poppins, or Mrs. Drake. What is this? This looks like a puzzle-y thing.
Doesn't work.
Aww. I wanted to fill up the fountain. I'm assuming this is a fountain, right?
This must be some kind of well, but where's the water?
Ooh, can we get in there? Because it looks small. Yeah, I don't think we can fit in there. Nancy's also had some experience with unusual wells, too. Hey, what's this here?
Looks like John Penbelin may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
Interesting. I like exploring and finding out things. There's a bench, which we can't look at.
A carnivorous plant. Cool.
Is he gonna eat that? There we go. What happens if we try touching it?
That's probably not a good idea.
I just had to wonder. Ah! Oh. It actually does do something. Man, I was hoping Mrs. Drake would say something when that happened. Aww. Okay, so I think that's all we can do inside the conservatory.
Well, aren't you the pretty spider?
I am really liking how this game features these snippets of, I wouldn't say dialogue because it's not really dialogue, but I guess monologuing in the background. It's pretty neat. Like, they don't really add anything to the your ability to solve the game, but they do add to the atmosphere of the game. Ars longa audacis fortuna juvat. I feel like I'm going through Quern again with all these Latin things. Novus mundus pulchriduto in omnia sine scientia ars nihil est. Hey, that has a bunch of symbols that look... Well, I guess that one's the only one that we've really seen. Oh man, if this were a message in a haunted mansion, I bet there would be something behind that. Or at least something making noise. Alright, what else have we got here?
I'd better stay inside. If I track mud in the house, Mrs. Drake will kill me.
Can we at least try? Aww. Hey, what is this creepy looking thing? Okay. Hello. Calliope Cleo Erato. What is this? What? I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, so that... Am I Penny? Is that what's going on? Okay, so if I press this, what happens? Okay, a hand comes out. And I get a... Okay, so these are all lines of... Well, let me back away for a minute. Okay, so... Okay, so these are things... These are all the same, but there are 3 different colors. Okay, so that looks like... That almost looks like Lulu. Alright, let's try it out. So those get turned over, and then 5 seemingly random ones just kind of come up there. So if I press... Let's just try this. Okay. Yay! Cool. So we completed this. That's what I'm getting out of this, right? So do I get to go again, or is that it? I guess I can click on that one. Okay, that's Pegasus, right? Okay, that's Cleo. I remember that. I'm just confused about what this stuff up here means. Like, what is the point of that? And the thing is, I can only click on certain things. I can only click on this or this. I guess because there's stuff in these columns, right? Let's try this one. Okay, it shows the Pegasus again. But now this bird appeared here. Why did the bird appear there? Okay, let's try this one. It keeps showing that, but why? Why does it keep showing that? Okay, good. There's a bird. Yes. Alright. Let's try... Let's try hitting the terpsichore, the harp thing. Good. Alright, that's excellent. And now let's try doing... Let's try doing this. Oh, okay. So it ended up being one of those. Okay, so that's Cleo. I know that that's Cleo. I don't understand how this gets determined. Like, are these shuffled or something? Is that the way it works? Okay, another mask appeared. Oh, I forgot what that is. I think that may be Euterpe or whatever it is. Try the bird one. Good, alright. Yay! I'm just gonna keep trying random... Oh, there we go. Oh, now that disappeared. See, now why is that... Oh. So I'm assuming that we don't want her, Betty to be getting stuff. Is that how that works? Okay. So I guess I can't see when she completes stuff? Is that the way it works? I don't understand how this... So right now we're tied. Except not now. Well, I'm gonna go with this. What? Okay, let's go with this now. Yes! Yay! That's a good noise. So this is this and this are the ones left. So I'm gonna go with this because I think she's got this one in hand. Good. So can I take over this one now? Good. Yes.
Sorry, Betty. You lose.
Yeah! Suck it, Betty. Alright. So what do we get for that? Do we get a prize? Don't tell me that was it. What do we get for that? Oh my goodness, did we just spend all our time on that? Aww. Alright, Ludi sine gaudio ludi non sunt. There sure are a lot of these crusty things. Si sic omnes. And bis vivat qui bene vivat. Hey, what's in here? Hey, I hear a computer. And there's a dude here. Hey, dude.
Ah, yes. Are you here from the agency? It's about time.
Agency?
Oh, dear. You're not the typist from the Spiffy Specialty Agency, are you?
But I am spiffy.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Nancy Drew. Are you visiting Blackmoor Manor?
I'm researching the Penvillen family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillens. Until now.
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Ooh, treasure. We're no stranger to treasure.
Family treasure?
For centuries, the Penvillens have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret. There are
Or
several
both.
skeletons rattling about in the Penvillen closet. Take, for example, Eleanor Penvillen, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650, quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
Cromwell?
Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell?
Oh.
Ironsides? I suppose they don't teach history any longer in the U.S. Lady Penvillen was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies, and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells.
That doesn't mean
Some
anything.
even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
Charmed chimes.
You mentioned some kind of scandal with the Penvillen family?
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Blackmoor beast, huh?
Blackmoor beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvillen, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillen secret.
Well, that's funny because...
When I was walking up to the house, I saw something with red eyes that called out to me.
Really? How extraordinary. Are you sure it wasn't just jet lag?
Positive, and I heard it make this kind of growling sound.
Perhaps it was the cursed husband of Eleanor Penvillen, prowling about the moors in search of lost Yanks.
Very funny.
Oh man, the way his teeth moved there looked really creepy.
Who are all those paintings of in the Great Hall?
Those are the Penvillens who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
Have you seen any runes anywhere in the manor?
You mean like Norse runes? No, I haven't. I don't really know much about them anyway. Dead languages aren't really my bag, you know.
Alrighty.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Farewell.
Okay, so that's Nigel. What's over here? Can we go over there? I don't think we can. But what about over...
Bude Zadorov.
Spasiba.
Well, dead languages may not be his thing, but alive languages certainly are, it seems. Law books.
I doubt you'll find much of interest in there. They're mainly law books. Charles Penvillen was a prominent judge in the 16th century. Sad to say, he lost his son at a young age. left his estate to his grandson, Thomas.
Oh, interesting. Wait a minute, how do you know we were looking at law books? There's like a barrier between us.
Those manuscripts are very old and brittle.
Yeah.
They date back to the 14th century. Odo Penvellyn collected most of them. His father, Randolph, and son Milo were rather more interested in military victories than in book collecting.
Alrighty. What about these shells? We can't look at those. There's a computer there, though, which I'll check out in a minute.
Gesundheit.
Donka. Those are mainly Penelope Penvellyn's collections of French novels. She was a patron to a raft of artists, and her salon was quite popular.
Penelope
She was quite the libertine,
Penvellyn.
even kept her maiden name after her marriage.
Can we look at these? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so what's this computer all about?
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Hello, Alan. May I have your password, please? That'd be nice, but I don't know what his password is, so we're going to have to find
I
it out.
couldn't quite track the provenance of that piece, but Philippe must have brought it back from the New World. He became quite wealthy as a merchant in the Americas, and restored Blackmoor's original splendor after it had been abandoned for years. His daughter Penelope continued the renovation, commissioning the construction of this library by Roger Vizier, who built a similar one for the French general Jean Leboeuf.
Better not tell Alejandro Del Rio about not having provenance. Alright, so that's about it there. Cool, so I think we've explored everything there is to see, right? Wait a minute, there's more stuff here. Diem perdidi, per auris ad animum, numen lumen. Numen lumen. And this is that other door. Oh, and pergamentum exit. Okay, well that was cool. Anything else? I can't twist this knobby thing and there's something hidden? I guess not. Alright, well we're going to continue talking with people and exploring and doing all kinds of stuff in the next video. So until then guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side.